Right, I'm Joe.
I'm Maddie.
And tonight, it's Madison's turn.
Yep. So I've got my deck here.
Ooh.
This is the first deck I ever built.
Wow.
It is an Arceus Shadow Rider Calyrex deck that has gone through probably 6 or 7 revisions to be in the state that it is now.
Yeah.
I started this deck because I really liked Arceus. He's probably my favorite Pokemon, and Psychic type Pokemon are my favorite types. So
it's a very cool deck.
It is a really cool deck. As long as you play it correctly, it can do really well. So I'll lay it out so we can kind of see what I've got.
Yes, I'll fast forward once you say that. I'll start fast forwarding stuff. Yes, I can't be doing that more than some other random stuff.
You gonna pick yours up first or mine out first?
I guess I'll go in at the same time. Here's mine, yours, and then it's on video. So you'll have to like search all the out.
Okay.
You don't wait like I'll wait 3 days for this. I'll put them all out. 15 minutes apart.
Oh, I got some more great balls. There you go.
There's all your energy.
You can put them right there.
There's your core energy.
Okay.
There you go.
So this is my basic deck. My main Pokemon that I use in it is Arceus V-Star. He can attack for 200, and as soon as you attack, you can add 3 basic energy to any of your V Pokemon.
Very
so
cool.
he can.
That's this guy here.
Yep, this guy right here, my rainbow guy. Arceus V, you can add 3 energy, but you don't do any damage, or you can do 130 points of damage. But my Arceus V-Star can hit hard and can bulk your other Pokemon up really quickly.
Cool.
He's not quite as chunky as the VMAX is. He only has 280 hit points, but he also has the Starbirth ability, so I'm able to once a game draw any 2 cards I want out of my deck.
That's
so
helpful.
That's super helpful. I also have Calyrex, the Shadow Rider Calyrex. His underworld door ability is the main thing I use for mine. That once during my turn I can take a psychic energy from my hand and attach it to any one of my Pokemon. So that's super helpful.
Yeah.
I have this cool rainbow one,
really
which
good.
is really fun. I also have a couple random Japanese cards in my deck just because we have found a couple of these. So I have a Shadow Rider Calyrex as Japanese, and I have an Arceus as a Japanese just because we found them. I have all kinds of energy in here. I find random energy and like to put it in my deck. So I have 1 gold. This is an old one. These are from a 2006 promo deck. And then some Japanese energy.
Cool.
Horror energy, which is...
Yeah, those are fun.
Yeah, horror energy is super fun. Because it lets me put damage counters if a guy gets knocked out. Hop is who I use to pull cards out of my deck. I have my Adventures Discovery for V cards. My Quick Ball that lets me pull out some more basic Pokemon, which lets me get my Vs out faster. Boss's Orders. I also have an Energy Search and Fog Crystal to help pull energy out of my deck. I use Cook and Pokemon Center Lady for my heals instead of just using one. Nest Ball is one we just don't have a lot of Nest Balls in our pile of cards, so I actually would prefer to switch out my Quick Balls for Nest Balls because they don't have to discard with it, but we're getting there. Camping Gear, Great Balls, Team Yell's Cheer, and then I have all of my rest of my special energies. I run Capture Energy in my deck just because it lets me pull out a basic Pokemon if I want to.
Oh, fun.
And then I don't prefer the double turbo energy over the regular double colorless energy just because they hit for 20 less. And if you're playing against a deck like Joe's with a guy who's got 320 for his HP, it's hard to knock him out when you're hitting 20 less. But they do the job. So that's pretty much my deck. I really like running Calyrex decks. And like I said, Arceus is my favorite. So I picked him before I knew he was super meta. So I know a lot of people run Arceus with different forms of decks, but I really enjoy this deck a lot. I've had a lot of success now that I've got it in this form. And I like scattering the Japanese in throughout. It's fun. Really fun being able to pull cards and actually put the cards in my deck. Yeah. So. Cool. Not quite as fancy as Joe's in terms of the golds and the rainbows and stuff, but I've got some pretty cool cards. And
very fun cards.
This is probably out of the 3 decks that I run, my favorite deck.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Awesome.
Well, thanks for watching. If you have any suggestions of ways to make this a better deck, I'm more than happy to take them. I know I'm looking at maybe taking the Camping Gear and Team Yell's Cheer out of my deck at some point and putting other cards in. If you happen to know anything that runs well with a Psychic deck,
cool.
Put it in the comments. I'm more than happy to take people's advice. Yeah. And if you ever want to play and you're in the Oregon area, let us know. We're always down to play. So.
All right, well, thanks for watching. And the next video that'll come out will be my deck versus Madison's deck. So the Chandelure VMAX deck versus the Calyrex Arceus deck.
Who will come out victorious?
Yeah. All right, well, thanks for watching.
Thanks for watching.